Hello, everyone, and welcome to the finale of New Super Mario Brothers. We made it to the end, and man, we've not so many levels today. Isn't that nuts? Nah, you'll see what happens later. Anyway, yeah, well, as I mentioned the last part, yeah, World 8 was just going to be the finale, and it's a good thing that because of my playing skills, no, it's not all that. I was surprised when I started recording that it was only like a little over a half hour for this. And I know that, some people are like, it's only like however many levels, how can it be a half hour apart? You'll see. You'll see later. And funny thing is that I thought about, making the parts shorter. Like I thought about splitting World 8 into two parts, but I just figured it would, it would fall into the same problem that that the last two parts happened, where one of them was like 15 minutes, and then the other one, before recording it, it would jump to like it was 10, 11 minutes. So I had to find a workaround to get around that. But yeah, we're here. We're finally finishing this game up, and I know that it's taken forever to do this. And I apologize to those who've been waiting months and months and months for this to finally finish up, along with these other games. Iron Man, Superman, Destroy Humans, this, But we're on track, and gonna try and change things up for, for the future parts, because, as much as I love, I love doing LPs, sometimes it's just like, especially with these, like the way I'm doing them post commentary, like it can be a little bit of a like it can be there's a bit of burnout on occasion, and I felt that before, and in the earlier LPs, funnily enough, Mario again was another one that it took me a lot longer to get around to finishing, for that. So it's its own beast. So, but we're finishing this one up today. We have one more video for Mario after this, so we're on track to get what we need to done, and just kind of put this game to rest, and call it a day, you could say. But we still have the whole worlds and stuff to go through, and we're already halfway through with this one. Mini castle, and we have more of these conveyor belt things, so that's fun, and it's fine and dandy, you could say, just like cotton candy. I think in general, my thoughts on this world is that it flows really nicely, even though this is the final world, and it's the most, like, it's supposedly the most challenging. I think it actually goes really nice with the other ones. Nope. Okay, I messed up. Yeah, like I just all the levels, like, they're not so much challenging. They have some annoyances for sure, but I think I like a lot of the levels, perfectly fine. I think they're really good, especially one of them we're gonna see later, and I'll talk about it being one of my favorite levels to speed run through. I think it's great. I thought that a zombie Goomba, forget their names, but jeez, just stomped on him. And he's done. Jeez. And hop on out of here, you little bugger. Two more levels, then the final boss. Hope everybody's ready. Yeah, this world is just so much fun to go through. Even though it's a literal hellscape, it looks that way. I don't know how I got him. He was on the last... Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, the world, like, is just... It flows so nicely. And, there are some annoyances. Like this, for example. That's kind of annoying. And these eels. But the level itself, like, is fine. It's fine to go through. And stuff. I enjoy it. So I know some people might be wondering, you know, what other Mario games are we going to cover for the future? And I guess I should talk about that. I don't know if I've talked about that before, but as far as like the new Super Mario Brothers series, it definitely like, well, that's kind of tricky because there's only really 2 games we can do after that. Like there's New Super Mario Brothers Wii and New Super Mario Brothers U. Because not that I don't want to play New Super Mario Brothers 2 on 3DS, but that's a little hard to do. You know, without resorting to emulation, which my computer, you know, is not the greatest for 3DS emulation. I know that sounds weird because, you know, I played PlayStation 2 games on there and, you know, legally obtained PlayStation 2 games. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about 2. Like, they don't make 3DS capture cards anymore. The guy who made them, he's not making them anymore. So, I don't know what we're going to be doing about New Super Mario Brothers 2, but I think it would be fun to do like New Super Mario Brothers U at some point. Wii's not really like New Super Mario Brothers Wii is not my favorite, but yeah, I don't know. And as far as like the 3D games, because we did Mario 64, maybe we'll do Sunshine, maybe we'll do Galaxy, 3D World, Odyssey, you know, all that stuff. But with Sunshine and Mario Galaxy, I need a little bit more practice with. Honestly, I'm trying to decide whether or not, you know, should I just play it on the GameCube since I have a copy of it on the GameCube? Should I play it on the 3D All-Stars version? That's my biggest quandary right now, is which version to do. And it's like, it's the same game. One of them just has widescreen, mostly. But, yeah, for me personally, I'm not in a hurry to do Mario right now. And as far as platformers go, like I want to get around to Sonic, get around to Crash Bandicoot. I think Crash Bandicoot would be really fun to do. But as far as Mario's concerned, I think Mario deserves a break because we already tackled 2 of my favorite Mario games. Oh, final level. Here we go. Let's do it. God, I love this castle theme so much, but one of my focuses, or one of the things I'm thinking of doing for, like, whenever I get around to the next set of LPs, which I think I want to start doing more, like, games that are not comic book related. So we'll have, like, 2 games, have, like, a Marvel game, have a DC game, and then maybe 2 of, like, 2 games that are not related to comics in any way. I think for the next idea I have, I want to focus on like Sony characters, Sony, not platformer specifically, but like Sony IP. And Crash Bandicoot was one of them, even though he's not technically a Sony IP anymore. It's Dry Bowser. This is the final fight. I love this. Yeah, remember the Bowser that we melted at the beginning of the game? Well, now he's back and he's Bones. That is a terrifying image, like right here. I think I might have been a little creeped out when I was a kid, but I always found it funny. Just as he's coming down, he just shatters into bones before reconstructing himself. So yeah, my next plan for like games and stuff is do a Marvel game, a DC game, and then do to like Sony IP, sort of Sony IP. Crash Bandicoot was one of them that I wanted to do, and another one, which is definitely a Sony IP, just because it's on my mind right now. God of War is one of them. I love the God of War franchise, and I think it'd be fun if we do God of War first. So it was all a ruse. We still have another set of levels to go through. Thankfully, these ones are like not very long, so shouldn't be too much hassle. And this is one of my favorite levels in the game. I just love speedrunning this. Also, I love the track for this level. Well, that was a waste of a shell, but you know what? Whatever. This isn't a 100% run, so whatever. But yeah, as far as like, you know, Crash Bandicoot would be fun to play. God of War would be fun to play. And you know, there's a lot of, you know, like, so that would be the theme of like, you know, having 2 games back to back, or maybe, you know, just having like, maybe, I don't know if I want to do 2, like say we get to the next 2 Marvel DC games, which I'm still figuring out what to do. But yeah, I think it would be fun if we do some Sony rep, some games that were made for the PlayStation in mind. And then I want to do Sonic at some point. I'm trying to avoid stuff that I've already reviewed. Well, for next, like, because I've already done the that was the, I guess it turned into the whole theme of oh, the lava's coming, better get a move on. No, make sure we're all fire flowered up. There we go. Because that was the theme of, it turned into the theme of these last however many LPs after Mario 64. Like I did Hulk Ultimate Destruction, I did Green Lantern, which I just reviewed at that time. Brave and the Bold, I ended up reviewing after, so it didn't count at the time. But then for, Iron Man and Superman Returns, those were games that, I covered beforehand elsewhere, so. Oh, you fat piece of shit. So if I do Sonic, then maybe I'll do something like, for a 3D game, I'll do Sonic, Sonic Colors or something. Because I already reviewed Generations, and as much as I love Generations, it would be interesting to try something else. And, we'll do, Colors Ultimate for, a stream or something like that. Oh, jeez. Well, I should have cut that out. I don't know why I didn't. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Grab that fire flower in there. There you go, boy. I don't need the star. The star needs me. I don't need the star. So yeah, in my mind I was like, maybe we could do Crash Bandicoot and God of War, and then after that, maybe have maybe some Xbox rep or something. Maybe play the first Halo game or something. Halo and Banjo-Kazooie would be fun. It's all just, something to talk about later. I'm still working on things, so I'll have an update on what the next set of LPs is once I figure it out. If I don't have it already mapped out in or who knows, maybe I'll save those for the new year and stuff. Just get those all worked on, for next year and stuff. That'd be fun. I think one of the things I want to focus on after I finish these up is doing live stream stuff, because I've been really neglecting live streams. Maybe for Halloween, while my Hallowtober stuff is happening, I can get around to something like Dead Space or whatnot. So. And I'm debating on even doing a Christmas... I thought I was going to do a Christmas game, but I don't know at this point. I'm trying to figure out what games I can even play besides, Arkham Origins and, for Arkham Origins and, Arkham Origins and Miles Morales. I don't know why I blanked there for a minute. My brain is just mush. Oh, here's another snake. Another snake block thing. It's always the snake blocks. Except here soon we're gonna encounter spike balls that come flying towards you. The sound of the snake blocks moving I always found so funny. Ooh, that was a close one. That was a close one. I could have gone for that star coin, but you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, here we go. I like how on the bottom screen, it's like it's slowly progressing forward while also not. It's gonna go up. There we go. And then we have I think there's one more. Yeah, here we go. That was a fast one. Fastball special. There we go. Alright, Bowser Jr. So I guess one thing you'll notice with these later castles, or like this one, is that Bowser Jr. gets a little bit more aggressive. So the tricks that I were using in the last few worlds... Oh, here's the one where he jumps. Okay. Yeah, he's a little more aggressive than usual. But it's not like it's an issue or anything. It's whatever. Now I'm just running in circles at this point. Two fireballs, that was it. It's all he needed. That's funny. So yeah, I think it'd be fun, like for... I think... have... like... You know, do a Marvel DC game. Do 2 Sony games. And then we do the Batman and Spider-Man playthroughs in the middle, which I already know what I'm doing for those. I'm going back to Arkham and the Raimiverse. So I hope that you're all excited for that. And then do another 2 Marvel DC games plus, you know, some Xbox stuff. We'll do some Halo. We'll do something. Maybe I'll do like Halo Reach or something. That's a prequel. I don't know. I'll let you all decide. If I do the first game, then, you know, then I have the excuse of doing, you know, on stream, the remaster and stuff, but... And I think for God of War, if I get around to God of War, I'm going to start with the Greek stuff, so we'll do God of War 1. You know what, screw it, I'll just do Halo 1. But yeah, I think it would be fun to do, like, it would be fun to do Crash Bandicoot, the PS1 version, and then have something like Banjo-Kazooie, which Banjo-Kazooie, even though I do have a version on the N64, I have the cartridge, it would probably be me playing the Xbox Live arcade version on Rare Replay, so... Yeah, we'll get it all situated and stuff. We'll get it all figured out. So this castle is really cool. The gimmick is that it, you know, you press these switches and it flips everything around and it's all so neat and cool and whatever. You know, you got thwomps here, which thwomps are just inherently assholes, but, you know, that's their prerogative, not mine. I'm Mario. I'm the hero here. um, and also, this castle doesn't tell you exactly where you are. Now we're at the halfway mark. And we got to deal with the correct path puzzle, which was in the original Mario Brothers, or something that was carried over from the original Mario Brothers. But so yeah, you go down, then you go up, and then you go in the middle, and there you go. That's the correct path. Saved you all so much time. Here we go. This is the final battle. We made it to the end, fellas. Just do a little slow walk here. Dry Bowser. What is that pot there? That's all kinds of mystical shit. Well, Bowser Jr. is done. So now it's just me and his dad. I don't know if you can kill him with the fireballs here. I forget. It might be possible, but I can't quite remember. And Bowser's already dead. There you go. Quite a final boss there. We did it! We rescued the princess. How she didn't just break out of the castle herself. I mean, this is after, I think, Super Princess Peach, so she's capable. Oh, a little kiss on the ear. That's not weird. Okay. Also, I switched, for the credits, I switched it back to this angle. So this credit's great, but if you do all the levels, they show you all the levels that you went through. So the credits take even longer. Or it feels like they take forever anyway, if you do just the normal worlds. But they drag it out because they're playing the whole song. But anyway, everyone, that is going to be it for this playthrough of New Super Mario Brothers on the Nintendo DS / Wii U Virtual Console. Even though this playthrough took months to get back to, I still had a great time coming back to this. This is verbatim still one of my favorite Mario games. My favorite 2D Mario game, like hands down. I love the worlds. I love the levels. You know, control feels really great. You know, so many different like enemy types. You know, you got your Goombas, you got your Koopa Troopas, you got all that. But they have a new smattering of enemies that they, you know, showcase, and all kinds of obstacles and, you know, whatnot. So it's great stuff. I love it. I love this credit song too. So nice. This is a pipe dream, and I hope this is a thing. This is never happening, but I would love for an updated re-release of this game, the original DS version. I mean, it's getting close to 20 years since this game had come out. I know, that's nuts. This game came out in 2006. Yeah, so next year it'll be the anniversary of this. I would love to see a updated re-release of this game, as short as it may be. Just have it be like New Super Mario Brothers remastered or something. You know, something simple. Have it be fun, unique, all that stuff. But I forget what happens if you speed run the game, because you can beat the game in a half hour or so, close to at least 45 minutes or so. There is a way of you get the secret exit in the World 1 mini castle, you take the cannon to World 5 or something, you play a couple levels, get the secret exit in Dash 2 to get to a pipe. That pipe will take you to the ghost house, and then you complete the thing in the ghost house, and you get the pipe or the cannon to World 8. So there is a way to speedrun in this game, but but yeah, like I said, for the world of Mario, I'm not sure what I'm doing next, if anything at all. Well, I shouldn't say that, but I don't even know what I would want to cover for a next Mario game. There would be stuff for side projects I would love to do, like if I could get friends together, play some Mario Kart or Mario Party, or that kind of thing. That'd be fun. I do really want to start a side series, but I need people that are close to me to play with me. But I don't know if that's happening anytime soon. Maybe not. But yeah, this game is so much fun. I love playing it on the DS. I love playing it on the Virtual Console. An excuse to play this game at all, I'm just here for. Oh, little Bowser Jr. dragging his dad away. Ooh, what's that cheat code there? I'll find out here soon. So next time we have a extras video coming out, and then yeah, that's the final video for the playthrough. But anyway, have a great night. Thank you all so much for watching, and of course, don't forget to take care of yourselves. See you, everyone.